Hello everybody and welcome to part 1 of my Cardfight Vanguard or Cray Online. This is Games and Gear, Dan from Games and Gear, and we're going to be building a deck in this first episode. So I'll just go back here and show what you can actually do. Host, so you can host something, test your decks, edit, build your decks, load replays of games that you've played, load your decks, connect to server. So we're going to have a deck editor down here. You can see, new deck, and these are all the clans you get. We're going to be making Pale Moon deck because that is the clan I normally play, and I'm not quite sure any other clans as much. So Pale Moon. So this is how it's laid out. You've got grade 0s, 1s, 2s, 3s, if you can't guess. So, cracking right on, if you've never played this game, watch, and maybe I'll do, when I do my deck test video, maybe I can, well, explain. Okay. I'll explain with triggers as well. Triggers, blue, stand. You can stand a unit, basically, again, but if you don't know the rules, then maybe there'll be another video which you can watch. Right. You've got heals, you heal your damage, draws, you draw extra cards, criticals, you end up doing more damage with that attack. But we'll start off with starting Vanguard, which we will use the Go Across the Gap. That's very classical. Smiling Presenter can be used. It's really preference. Okay, then for the triggers we're going to use for crit, for 8 stand, and then 4 draw. No criticals. I've got a deck I can do. It isn't this exact deck, it's similar, but maybe I'll do that in a separate video. Right, grade 1s. 4 by corn. That's just the 8k vanilla. 2 Magician of Quantum Mechanics. I'll explain abilities of this deck and where we'll combo it and bits after I've actually built it. Probably use 4 Midnight Bunny, 2 Trapezist, 2 Juggler. I'm kind of just doing this almost quickly. Are we going to use Perfect Guards? Right. Let's analyse. We're using way too many cards here, for 1. So we're dropping the bunnies down to 2. And we're cutting out Skull Juggler. This is a bit better. I'm doing it generally. The 4 10k. We'll put 2 of him in, 2, 4 of them, 2 of them. Grade 3s. Mistress Kane is what I use. 4 Luquia, 3 Sarah. Is that gonna be a good build? 8, 12, 4, 8, 10. Well, this actually okay. Now let me run you through some abilities. Go Across the Gap basically has Forerunner. If you don't know what that is, basically call it to a rig god once you ride it. Counter +1, put it into the soul, call something out the soul, basically. Bicorn has no shields, 8k vanilla. Midnight Bunny, whenever it boosts an attack, when this attack that it boosted, if you have a Pale Moon Vanguard, pay the cost. If you do, just counter +1. Put this unit into the soul and counter blast out. Superior, call out a unit, which I'll do some testing and I'll show you. Get some combos and da-da-da. Purple Trapeze, this is a very good card. Basically, when you call it, you can put a unit into the soul, which is on your field, and you can superior call out another one. Hades Hypnotist is basically the perfect guard. That's also the perfect guard, but Hades Hypnotist. And 2, Magician of Quantum Mechanics. That's basically counter plus 1, put this unit into the soul. You can choose another card, call it to the rear guard, and then at the end of turn you swap it, basically. So as long as you have counterblast, you can do that. 8k, 10k. This, when this unit's attack hits, if you have a Penguin Vanguard, counter plus 1, you can put it into the soul, and superior call it out. Dancing Princess and Let's Go, when you call it counter plus 1, set your deck for a grade 2 or less, put it in the soul. And Peekaboo, basically when this unit is in the soul blast 1, you can call it out to the rear guard, so you don't have to waste any cards in your hand, and then at the beginning of the end phase you put it back in. Yep, that's them. And finally grade 3s, you've got Sarah, which is choose one of your grade 3 or greater and put it in the soul. When it reveals a grade 3 in your drive check, you can move it from the soul to an open rear guard. And Luquier has a limit break and counterblast 3, counterblast 3, limit break, and you can choose a grade 0, 1, 2 and 3 and call them to rear guard. Then that ties in with that other skill, which is whenever you call a unit out of the soul, she gets an extra 3,000 power until end of turn. That's a bit of a mouthful, so let's save it. Call it up, Pale Moon. Let's call it Pale Moon. That's easier. Right. I'll see you guys in the test zone.